Welcome to Kenpo University. My name's Alan Babidick, and I'm your instructor. Today we're talking about blocking inside of an arm or outside of an arm, where and how to do it. All right? If you're blocking on the inside, which means you're there and you're in their center line, so they can hit you with both hands. You're right in the middle. That's what inside means. So when you're inside blocking an arm, you're blocking between the wrist and the forearm area. You don't really want to hit the elbow because then the arm can still bend and hit you. All right? And when we're on the outside, so if I'm throwing a punch and you're over there, you're going to block from right behind the elbow, that little divot. You feel the bone on the tip of your elbow, and then you feel that little divot right back there. That's a great spot to hit. But you hit that up to the tricep area. You don't want to hit up at the shoulder because then the guy can still hit you. If I do this, even if their hand, as long as your hand's behind their elbow, even if their hand bends out, they can't get you. If you start going up to the shoulder, well, now they can hit you again. All right? So it's from behind the elbow to the tricep area, okay? But don't go too high to the shoulder. Just like on the inside, you don't want to go too high to the elbow because then it's going to bend and hit you again. All right? So let's take a look and see what this looks like. April's nice enough to punch me today, and we're going to do the inside first. We're going to go slow so that you can see everything that's going on instead of fast and furious where you can't see anything. So she's throwing a roundhouse punch at me. So when I step in and block, I want to block between the wrist. Again, if I blocked up at the hands, oh, she could slip in and hit me. I want to block from the wrist to the forearm area. If I hit her in the crook of the elbow here, then she could still hit me. And if I hit any place up here, she could still hit me no problem. So I want to hit between the wrist and the forearm area when I'm on the inside. Okay, now we have a whole bunch of other rules we have to think about when we're on the inside, but for right now we're just talking about blocking. And when I block, it's vertical for horizontal to oppose the angle, right? Let's say we're doing an outside block. So if she was going to be throwing a right step through punch, and I was going to do something like, let's say, thundering hammers or something like, a technique like that, all right? So if I'm here, she's trying to punch me in the head, I want to make sure I step up and I'm blocking when I'm on the outside. So her elbow, you can see the bend is right there. So I'm behind the elbow in that little divot right there, all the way up to the tricep area. Again, if I start going up here, she can whack me in the back and the side of the head. And if I blocked up here on the forearm, her elbow can bend and hit me in the face. Thank you. So you want to make sure that you're always behind that, the divot in the elbow up to the tricep area as you're going in here. And that way, thank you, April. And that way, they're not going to be able to just bend their arm and still hit you. And remember, usually all those are, your blocks can turn into checks very quickly, okay? So we're trying to hinder their motion. And it was still vertical for a horizontal to oppose the angle of the strike, if you thought about that, all right? So when you're blocking on the inside, it's wrist to forearm. When you're blocking on the outside, it's the back of the elbow to the tricep area, but not up to the shoulder, not down to the forearm, okay? Hope that helps. Thank you for watching this video production from Kenpo University.